Okay, we're continuing now with the book Best Christian Songs by me, Pete Rogers. So remember when I wrote this, it wasn't clear who was going to run the country. It wasn't clear if the Christians were all going to be genocided, labeled domestic you-know-whats. Okay, and I saw song after song, Christian song, being taken off the internet. So I wanted to catalog all the Christian music so it would be available if somebody needed to rebuild civilization. Plus also for anybody who wants to learn it quickly. It's all the best music. It's 99% of the best music ever made is Christian music, okay? Now, first of all, I'm going to start out with Chris Rice. He's got a great version of Come Thou Fount of Every Blessing. I love that song. I love the Nathan Pacheco version as well. The English guy who wrote it was kind of trying to get his life together, and he was sort of falling in and out of good life, good faith, good behavior, and trouble. It was like, Come Thou Fount of Every Blessing, the role of Christ in his life. So it's a great song. I'll have a link to that in the description below. Now I want to show you the next one. The next one here is Diana Ross. Diana Ross and the Supremes. So people say to me, oh, well, Diana Ross, that's not really Christian music. What I would say is it's not religious Christian music, but it could only have come out of a Christian tradition. And, you know, I see Motown as coming out of a Christian tradition, okay? So, you know, all those songs, those great old love songs I listened to when I was a kid, Stop in the Name of Love, Before You Break My Heart. I love all that Diana Ross stuff. And I like Diana Ross a lot more than I like, let's say, Whitney Houston. Whitney Houston also has a beautiful voice, but she always struck me as kind of fake. She's a cocaine addict, versus Diana Ross is like a regular woman. They're fragile, they're weak, they're emotional. And her voice, I just feel the emotion for real when she sings. So anyways, I love the old Diana Ross songs. I'll just link to one here, Stop in the Name of Love. And, you know, I consider Motown music as primarily mostly Christian music, or coming out of a Christian tradition. You know, in the Four Tops, Reach Out and I'll Be There, all that kind of stuff. I grew up with that kind of stuff. Whereas I don't consider rap to be Christian music. Most of rap, I think, is kind of evil, kind of leftish, violent, stupid. Don't get me wrong, there is some good rap music, of course there is. But anyways, my goal with this book was to catalog Christian music, and I consider Motown in that category, non-religious Christian music, that's still very good. So anyways, I'll have links in the description below. Hope you enjoy.